Hey, it's Dr. K here. On our last email, we talked about how much fluctuation is happening during perimenopause and menopause. Estrogen shifting, progesterone declining, insulin sensitivity changing, and sleep becoming less predictable. And there's a lot of hormone uncertainty in this phase of life. And when the body feels unpredictable internally, one of the most powerful things we can do is to create predictability externally. Hormone regulation begins with consistency. Before we talk about what goes on our plate to balance our hormones, we need to talk about the importance of routine. Some routines that your body and hormones will appreciate are eating roughly at the same time every day, not skipping meals randomly, and giving your body rhythm that it can really count on. When your body knows when to expect breakfast, lunch, and dinner, your nervous system relaxes, cortisol, your stress hormone, becomes more regulated, and blood sugars become more stable. Essentially, structure reduces stress. I want you to put aside some time and consider what are some routines that you can put into place to create more consistency in your day to help your nervous system feel more relaxed. Now, let's talk about exactly what we should be considering in terms of what we should put on our plate to balance our hormones. During menopause, one of the most important shifts we see is a reduction in insulin sensitivity and accelerated muscle loss. This combination is what drives most of the weight loss resistance, especially around the belly, around that perimenopause, menopause time. So it's not just calories, it's about balancing your insulin and preserving your muscle. And that's why I anchor all my meals and recommend all my patients to anchor their meals in something that I call the trifecta: protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Protein becomes critical in this phase because muscle declines so quickly, and muscle is directly tied to blood sugar regulation and your metabolism. If protein is too low, especially early in the day, we can see cravings, more cortisol swings, and more instability later in the day. Fiber also slows glucose spikes and supports estrogen metabolism in the gut, which helps to smooth out that sugar craving as well. Healthy fats stabilize our meals and reduce stress reactivity. They also help us to feel more satiated, and it prevents us from consuming more convenience foods. So when protein, fats, and fiber are in a great balance, this is one of the best ways to also calm our nervous system. And this is really how we can start regulating our hormones externally. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have to be intentional about our carbs or sugar or alcohol during menopause. It's important that we are mindful about these types of foods because they do impact our insulin sensitivity, and they definitely can amplify the weight gain around the belly, cravings, and inflammation. For many women, I think it's really a time to start thinking mindfully about how we consume some of these excess carbs. But what I find is that it's not about rigidity. And if we focus on routine and we focus on this trifecta on our plate, getting the right amount of fiber, protein, and healthy fats, we certainly can feel more balanced through the day. And I find that essentially helps us to crave less of those processed foods, the sugar, the alcohol overall. So really the goal during this time of life is to preserve our muscle and stabilize blood sugar, insulin. So start with creating more consistency in your eating patterns to reduce stress in your body, and really look down at your plate every day and ask yourself, am I getting enough protein? Is there some great healthy fiber on this plate? And where are my healthy fats? I promise this is a great way to start supporting your hormones as you transition through this phase of life. We've also included some resources that you can tap into in this email as well. We hope you find them helpful, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.